Behind Closed Doors, Part 2.
Roam the streets. Every day I was there. He come in and out about 10 times a day. In and out. And every time he leave, I'm gone, Briana. I call you, Briana. 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 I was there 4 days. And not one time did he interact with those kids. The last day that I was there is when he took 2 of them to Walmart. Not one time did he make sure they eat. Not one time did he make sure they do their homework. Not one time did he ask about school. Not one time. I was there for 4 days. I've been holding this shit in for almost a year because of Briana. Okay? I've been holding it in for a year because of her. She don't want to come out. And imagine how I felt every time she cleaning up his mess and telling lies and covering up for him. Imagine how I felt every time I seen a damn video with her covering up for him. I just talked to you, and here you is, got your ass on here covering up for him again, cleaning up his mess. I just talked to you. Even down to the moving. They only been in that new house 2 weeks. They only been in there 2 weeks. And I told her not to get another place with him. But what did she do? Went and got another place with him. What did she do? Went and got another place with him. They ain't been in that house 2 weeks. The other house, he done been called several times. Several times. Because they are married, it's a whole lot of different rules and laws in Georgia. Okay? The police have been called. She got several reports for when the police has been called. See, this is the shit that y'all don't know. Y'all around here on his side, and I don't give a damn about whose side you on. I'm for what's right. If she was wrong, I will say she wrong. I don't play pity patty cake with nobody. I speak facts and truth. If my own damn children wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong, and that's it. Okay? I'm telling you what I saw with my own damn eye. That man didn't interact with his wife. That man didn't interact with his damn children. All y'all see is a camera he done turned on then to make y'all think he's the king of the father. And all that shit is a lie. I can turn on the camera now and throw balls and shit with the children. You understand me? What is that? He did and does shit for the camera and camera only. Whatever you see him do with them children is at that moment. And when he in that camera, that motherfucker gone by his business. I'm telling you what I see. He wouldn't even take the damn trash can from by the road. That man don't do shit. That man is not a man. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I've been in the home. Okay? I was there 4 days. By that 4th day, I told Briana, you getting out this house today. I said, oh, you getting out the house today. You not sitting in here today. You getting out this house today. That young lady don't run the streets. She not a club hopper. If you are married, nobody wants their husband sleeping around. Nobody wants their husband cheating on them. Nobody wants their husband talking to different women. This man have more other bitches and hoes on his profile and on his live and on his video than his own wife. Random women in the streets on his video. Hey, would you like to do? Let me see you dance, girl. Dripping low to the floor. That's all he cares about is music. If you want to be a rapper, a singer, and you don't want this life with Briana and 5 kids now, because your oldest daughter stayed there, okay? With 5 kids, divorce and move on. But you can't play footsie, hip-hop like you a single man. You can't do that. You can still be married and carry yourself accordingly. This man is disrespectful. He ain't marriage material for no damn body. You hear me? I wouldn't want my dog to marry him. And I'm speaking facts and truth. And Mr. LaTruth, Robert Hampton, you know I've been in your home. And the last time I was to their home was maybe about 2 months ago. I'm gonna say about 2 months ago. Do you know? He didn't say one word to me. I wasn't going searching and looking for him that day. Oh, nobody. I didn't say shit to him. I didn't see him. And I stayed the whole day and night to their house. He She will call Briana on the phone. Hey, I need this, I need that. You upstairs, bring your ass downstairs and get your own. He'll call on for, I need this, I need that. We played karaoke, everything. Me and his daughter's son, all the children, we karaoke, we did everything. Not one time did he come down the stairs to sing with us, play with the kids, or nothing. We had a ball with them children, not one time. And her daddy was there. Her daddy is there most of the time. He totally disrespects this elderly man. He talks to this man like y'all. The videos y'all seen is for fake and video. It's just for money and video. He's a good faker. He don't want nobody taking the limelight. Try to mold her into a child that he can control. Okay? I didn't know neither one of them, okay, from a can of paint. We met through social media. Me being an influencer, encouraging women and stuff, she started following me. She started coming on my page. She started coming, and I said, oh, she's just so sweet, everything. And we became mother and daughter. Mother and daughter. I began to see things that other people couldn't see. So when she hurt, I hurt. I've never spoken out, y'all. And y'all know that I've been to their home. Y'all know that I spent time with them. Y'all know. My fans know. We were supposed to do a prank. And he told her, don't do it. He controls everything about her mostly. She's wising up because she's tired. She's finally tired. It took her 6 years to get tired. It took her 6 years to get tired. This ain't the first time that man put his hands on my baby. This ain't the first time. And he know damn well it's not. This ain't the first time. Then you get on here and recording her and trying to say, you're messing up my image. But what happened? Your finger wasn't swollen when you left. It wasn't. I don't know what you did. She sprung her finger and broke it or whatever the hell wrong with. She bent her finger while she was on the way to the hospital. Dummy. It don't even make sense. He keep making videos incriminating himself. The brother even said, I talked to them and counseled her. Why didn't you tell them what you counseled about? And most of the time I'm with Briana. Then you make a video and try to ridicule what she said. Then you make a video. He said out his own mouth, but I stopped looking at the shit. He said out his own mouth, his brother, that he's had to counsel them. And that most of the time he's with Briana on Briana's side. What does that tell you? Now come on, they keep incriminating.
And that's the real comedian Jazzy T. You can find her on Facebook. But take a look at the screen. All of this was within the same day. This is toxicity at its finest. You see them on the steps. She's crying. She's breaking down. He's saying hurtful things. He's trying to apologize, but he's apologizing in a toxic way. He's also asking her, don't you have something you want to apologize to me about? He's also getting into the dad thing. He spoke on how the son said he bust through the door and have to come through and banging on the door. He spoke on all of that, tried to tell us that it's normal, tried to tell us what we deal with in our households. And then 5 seconds later, boom, they're at a restaurant eating. She's on his plate reaching for his potatoes. I'm not wishing ill will on any type of relationship, but this is an example of toxicity at its finest. Everything that glitter is not gold. Everything that looks good is not good. And I don't understand why she's even at this restaurant after that whole live video and that fiasco that we witnessed. And this was after you guys saw what I posted with the pink writing, Miss La Truth has filed for divorce, and all of those other things that was posted where Robert Hampton's sister has spoken out. This was after all of that. You've dogged his family. You have got online, said you filed for a divorce. Boom, then 5 minutes later, you guys are out eating at a restaurant. This whole situation is dangerous. It's definitely dangerous.
my stepdaughter, Desharia. So, this is Desharia right afterwards. Okay? So, these are the text messages. When I asked her, do you want to call him? She said no. I said, do you feel like it was pressure from me or your mom to post a video on the internet and what people are saying? No, it wasn't pressure because I chose to post how I felt and what was truly going on. While you was here, you never posted anything. What made you post when you got home? She said, I didn't post at the house because at the time he said he was going to come kill. At the time he said he was going to come kill y'all and then kill himself. I posted when I got home because I felt safe there. Now this is from my stepdaughter. This is from my stepdaughter. When I asked her, by everybody saying that, oh, we pressured her, me and her mama pressured her, he lying saying that, oh, we told her what to say. No, these are the receipts right here. I got nothing but receipts and I got time, plenty of time. So as you guys can see, this is the video about him saying he don't believe in God, right? So this is this voice memo of him talking about how he don't believe in God. Me confronting him about not believing in God. Before I get to the tote situation, I'm going to say that for last, since I'm such a liar. So. Since we want to play recording. Tell lies. Just like you want in there every day faking if you believe in God. And then the other day you told me I'm a weirdo for praying to God. So which one is it? On Facebook you faking it up. Pray for me, y'all. You had cancer. Everybody was praying for me. Everybody prayed for me. Everybody prayed for me. And then now it's you believe in the clouds. It's might be somebody up there. No, I believe in that type of prayer. You believe in what type of prayer? I'm praying for your husband to not protect you. That ain't what I prayed for. That's what you were doing. You didn't even hear me. You didn't hear me. And then you got on live right after and said, y'all praying for somebody who in the clouds. But then I got faith in God. Which one is it? Do you believe in God or you don't? Do you believe in God or you don't? Because you think. No, I don't pray for the cloud. You think. I'll break it down. I'll say it to the people like I did on the live. You heard me say it. You think. I'll pray to the people in the cloud. That's what I said. That's not fake. That's me being real. That's not me saying. I didn't say that for the fake shit. That's how I really feel. Y'all pray for a nigga that y'all ain't never seen. And what you praying to? I pray for energy. What energy? You didn't get on Facebook when you had cancer and say, y'all pray to energy. That's not what you said. That's all. Whoever they identify with, whoever they... That's not what you said. That's what I said. Why? You don't believe. You don't believe. Why? You don't believe in God. You don't even know what you believe in. You don't believe in God. You don't believe in God. But every post is... God got me. God got me. God got me. God got us. God got me. God. It's God. It's God. It's God. But then on this voice recording that I got of you, you're telling me that you don't believe in God. You're telling me that I'm a weirdo for praying to heaven. Like, bye. You stupid ass bitch. Bye. 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 Get your shit and get out. You still here? Nope. Nope, it's my shit. It's my shit. Not yours. So I didn't leave my house because the house is in my name. I moved out to leave him. He followed me to move into my place. We were supposed to be separating and I was moving into my place. He coming here. And that's when we found out he had cancer. I'm taking care of him. And I say, oh, I'm taking care of you. I took care of you during cancer. Who you think was there for you during cancer? And this is what he said to me. Get your shit and get out. But I didn't help him do shit. Right? You still here? Nope. Nope. It's my shit. It's my shit. Not yours. Yep, it's been 6 years, y'all. We've been together. And the first year I tried to go to church. You about to hear in this recording. And he told me, you don't need to go to church. All the men gonna be in your face. Then it turned to, oh, the Bible isn't real. It was written by a white man in slavery days. You don't need to go to church. And I'm trying to get back to my roots. This recording is for this year. I'm trying to get back to my roots of what I've been doing since I was a little girl. My mama was a pastor. And you sitting here trying to stop me from going to church, trying to stop me from building a relationship with God over some men gonna be in my face. Yeah. Trying to follow you. Don't go to church. Then here go Kevin. You need the Bible. Really did. You don't see no church. It's slavery. White men wrote the Bible. Listen to both of y'all. Not listening to y'all no more.
Oh, that's true. Y'all heard him say that, right? Oh, that's true.
First time in my life, I actually care what they're saying about.
Okay, so this is about the incident that happened on October 14th. The totes.
I got daughters. They not gonna be taking no motherfucking pasta. Well, Robert, you should know about that. You picked up that tote. Yeah, picking up that tote to do what? What was I doing? What are you talking about? What was I doing with the tote? You picked the tote up and slammed it on top of me and pushed me to the ground. What are you talking about? We are not on WWE. Exactly. So what?
So let me replay this back for y'all, because this man keeps saying that he protected himself, right? He's saying that I was trying to kick him, right? Okay, clearly in this fucking voice memo, he says you were already on the ground. That's why I said exactly, and you smashed me to the ground with the tote. So when he keeps saying I was trying to protect myself, nigga, you just contradicted yourself in this voice recording, because you just said I was already on the ground. I was already on the ground. That's what you said.
First time in my life, I actually care what they're
Listen real close, please.
I got daughters. They not gonna be taking no motherfucking pasta. Well, Robert, you should know about that. You picked up that tote. Yeah, picking up that tote to do what? What the fuck was I doing? What are you talking about? What was I doing with the tote? You picked the tote up and slammed it on top of me and pushed me to the ground. What are you talking about? We are not on WWE. Exactly. So why the fuck would you pick up a tote and put it on top of me?
But you're trying to defend yourself. You're trying to defend yourself from me. But I'm already on the fucking ground defenseless. I'm already on the ground defenseless. And you pick up a tote and slam it on top of me. Make it make sense. If I'm this toxic person, this aggressive person, why am I the one that's calling the police on you and you're not calling the police on me? Why am I the one that's going to get my dad and you're not going to get my dad? That he did. He did whip her and beat her till she was fucking bleeding. I had to come in there and take a towel and put it on her legs and block so she could stop bleeding. I had to come apply pressure on her legs and her arms and her fucking hands. And then he say, oh, she hit me with a microphone. Desharia did hit him with a microphone. You want to know why she hit him with a microphone? Because he dragged her across the floor the same way he did me. Dragged her across the floor. She's trying to leave from the room and he grabs her by her legs and drags her across the floor. That's not no regular whooping. When she said she wanted to go hang out with her friends, you should have just been like, all right, you want to have an attitude? You want to be smart mouth? Because she said, this is exactly what she said when he said, no, sex trafficking is high and you don't need to go out. And she said, just take me home. Take me home. And he got mad. Went in there and started whooping her. She's screaming, calling for me. By the time I get in there, she bleeding. And I'm in there with the towel trying to make sure she stopped bleeding. You wonder why she's hurt. You wonder why she's still not talking to you. And then you get on the internet on her pages and pretending to be her. You need help. You are sick. You need help. You are in the comments pretending to be her, responding to people. That is not Desharia on that page. That is Robert Hampton being psycho, being a manipulator, being a narcissist, pretending to be her. But yet my stepdaughter also said the reason why she didn't share her story till after she left is because you got to kill all of us. Me, my kids, and yourself.
Biggest moment was my daughter moving with me for the first time. Right after I beat cancer, my oldest daughter was able to move in with me. And again, I've been in her life all the way up from a baby up. And from 3 years old, when I started singing to her and she started understanding, all I talked about was boys, 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 no boys, no boys. Focus on singing, focus on schoolwork, all of that. I didn't get to raise her though. You know, she was around her mother. Her mother was always telling me things about her that I never believed because I never seen that side of her. I'm like, nah, not my princess. Not my princess. She's perfect. Nah. I didn't believe none of that stuff that was being said. So she finally gets to live with me. And I'm loving these moments, being able to sing with her and help her with her dream of being a singer. I've been building her platform up since she was 3 years old, pouring into my children. I make sure my children learn the business as well. because I want them to be able to make as much money as possible and chase their dreams. And this was the worst day of my life that I'm about to explain to y'all that I've never talked about. Worst day of my life. Tears and everything. The Shari comes home. She comes back from school or whatever, but she wants to go to a mall with a friend. We in a whole nother state, big city. She's not in a small town no more. And she wants to go to the mall with her friend. The friend she go to school with has a sister that's 20 years old. They want to go to the mall together or whatever. And I tell her, I say, yo, we in a bigger city, man. Sex trafficking is huge here. It's major. Can't let you go to the mall. You're not in the small town that you're from, so that's not going to happen. You know, she gets mad, you know, tell me I don't effing trust her. You don't effing trust me. I'm like, doesn't sound like my princess saying something like this. So, you know, I walk in the room to have a talk with her about it, and I say, you know what? I'll take you to the mall. I'll sit in the food court. Y'all can sit down there. You and your friend can sit down there and eat together. I'll sit over here and I'll eat my food. And when we get done, I'll take you shopping. You just don't effing trust me. Oh, why won't you trust me? You think I'm thinking about boys, this and that. You mentioned nothing about boys. Ain't mentioned nothing about that. So now she's on the phone with her mother. Heated conversation, you know. My baby mom asked me, why won't you let? I said, listen, she's not up there in that small town. I'm not letting her go over there by herself to no mall. I don't trust that. Sex trafficking is major. Every time I go to Walmart and anywhere, I see all these beautiful children who never made it back home. I love my daughter with everything in me. I do not want that to happen. I explained that I'll go over there with her. But she's being irrational on the phone because I said something that set her off. I said, now, I don't know how you allowed her to go out and do all this stuff back home, but that's not happening here. That gives my daughter the energy to start disrespecting me and cussing me out too. Cussing me out, telling me I'm not her dad. We come from an era where you can't disrespect your parents. You get a whooping. My child got a whooping. The first whooping she's ever gotten from her dad in her life. Didn't know how to take that. The fear and all this stuff that she has for me, it comes from that. Never getting a whooping from me and finally getting a whooping from me. So it's like the tears coming from her eyes, the tears coming from my eyes in that situation. Not heartless at all. Because in that situation, my parents never cried giving me a whooping. When I did something wrong, my grandparents and my aunties, whoever it was that gave me a whooping, I didn't see tears looking at them when they gave me a whooping. I seen rage for real, for real. You know, everybody watching this has got whoopings. And we live in a new era now where a kid can get a whooping and then jump on a phone, a device that you pay for, or a platform that you even build for them, and cry wolf to the world and cause everybody around the world to judge people who shouldn't be judging nobody because everybody has these type of situations and problems in their household. Is it a problem to discipline your child? I ain't got to explain none of that. But when people look at me and be like, he seems like he's heartless going through things that he's going through. When women cry wolf in situations when a man is just totally fed up and has given his all in a relationship and is just ready to say, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. Why can't a man move on peacefully? Why does it have to be all this riffraff and dragging of your name and all of these different things? I was the best man to you. Might be the best man ever to be in your life, but it doesn't take all of that. You have to be exactly what a person is to you. If that person was the best person to you, you try to be the best person to them, whether you together or not. So what y'all seeing is that an attack on my character and everything because I decided I just want to move on, man. I don't want to have stress no more. I just went through cancer. That's a big part of how I got sick. I don't like drama. I don't want to do it. I was honorable. I did everything I could in my power to make everything work.
And that was Robert Hampton once again trying to tell us, the people, what we've experienced, the things that we go through in our homes. It is normal to discipline or spank your children. It is not normal to spank them until they bleed. It is not normal for you to take your daughter's legs and drag her across the room or the floor. And furthermore, it is not normal for her to take an object or even use her hands as a weapon and hit you upside the head. Nothing about this is normal. Robert Hampton, you definitely have some narcissistic traits. Nothing is never your fault. You were honest, you were honorable, you did everything within your power to make sure everything worked out. But it's time for you to take accountability. You have flaws like all of us do. Nobody is perfect. Not anybody walking the face of the earth is perfect. And it's okay to accept that and work on those flaws. You guys are mimicking Kiana and Ronell because they moved to Georgia just like you guys moved to Georgia. And at the end of the day, they were a powerhouse. They were a social media couple that many people looked up to. And unfortunately, it did not end well. This video of Kiana, I started the video with Kiana and Ronell, and I want to end this video with Kiana and Ronell.
You got to get to the point where you got that love circle that's going to support you no matter what, that's going to be there for you no matter what, that's going to be able to help you and talk you through things that you feel like you just can't get through. Because if we leave things to ourselves, we start thinking to ourselves and we start making bad decisions. But you got to have somebody. I always say, if I'm not around people that can help me stretch, I'm not around the right type of people. You got to have people that's around you that's not yes men, people that's going to help you think, people that's going to help guide you to positivity, to greatness, to things you really need to do in certain circumstances happen. But you have to know the things that you're going through is for a reason. Now, you may not even be going through something for you yourself. It may be for somebody else and someone else's strength. You know, so I made a post earlier where I said you have to continue to encourage people, because what you're going through could be their lifeline to survive. You know what I'm saying? And I know for me, sometimes when I get on social media, yeah, we all know it's like we get on there and we be like, social media, I just can't stand it. It get on my nerves. People this, that. But I'm telling you, it's some strong sisters and brothers on social media that keep me going some days. Like, real talk. I have some very positive people that's on my timeline, and they help me through my gloomy days, because yes, I do have them. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I'm being totally, perfectly honest, I'm having one right now. And the reason I'm going live is because sometimes you got to reach out and tell people that you need love, you need support, you need care, you just need a hug. And honestly, you guys, I need that. I need that right now. I mentor so many women. I encourage so many women. I pump life and positivity in so many women. But sometimes I need that myself. And God knows right now, I need that, you all.
In my honest opinion, that lady was crying out for help in that video. That was like one of her last live videos on her Facebook page. You can look her up. Her name is Kiana Burns. If you want to get a little more insight into her life and what was going on, it's not many clues. Unlike La Truth and Briana, they don't have a series of live videos going back and forth and on and on. That was the only video of really any indications that there was an issue in their home. Many people saw that and they just figured she was having a bad day, like she basically said, but it was so much more than that. She ultimately did that to her husband and herself maybe 24 to 48 hours later. I don't even think it was that long, but it was very devastating and unfortunate. My advice is this: Briana, La Truth, we have two ears and one mouth for a reason. Both of you guys are doing a whole lot of stirring the pot. You guys are doing a lot of posting, a lot of live videos, and it's just making the situation worse, honestly. It's totally okay to move in silence. Stop announcing your moves, whether you're filing for divorce, whether he borrows $7,000, regardless of what the dealio is. Stop announcing those moves. Both of you guys have followers on your page that are only interested in following you because they're keeping score. And when you have a big following like that, everybody is not rooting for you. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody ain't your partner, whatever they say in that song. And you need to keep your eyes open and understand that when you get to a point where you're recording one another and sharing that information with the world, you're now dealing with the enemy. You guys are no longer lovers. You have quickly turned into enemies. There's a thin line between love and hate. Hey, I'm not going to hold nobody. I actually had a business colleague to do something slick like record me on some, oh, you in cahoots with somebody who was just simply another mutual business colleague. Cut off. I don't play those games, never have, never will. That will get you cut off instantaneously. There are certain things that is just unacceptable, and you have to teach people how to treat you. Honestly, you have to teach people how to treat you. I don't care who it is. When people start moving wicked and doing things like recording you, it's time to cut them off. It's a violation. Period. I have rolled my eyes during the creation of this video so many times. Briana, I'm happy you're getting back in church. Get back close and build that relationship. If that's what your soul and your spirit is telling you to do what you need to do. And never allow somebody to dictate your relationship with the Lord or the higher power, the energy, whatever you want to call it. This is your life. And at the end of the day, these people that's sending you stars, these people that's in your comment section saying this and saying that, they're not going to be there to save you when it go down, if it may go down. It's getting dangerous. And also, I know a lot of guys like to get on the comments and say this about black women and say that about black women. All black women are not the same. Just like all black men are not all the same, all white women are not the same, all Asian women, all race of men or women are not the same. So for those of you that like to bash black women and you get on here with the Kevin Samuels energy, you will be blocked. And I will advise you in advance to go ahead and take care of your mommy issues that you're struggling with and the traumas that you're dealing with as well. Because to subjugate all black women and categorize them to one behavior is pretty small-minded and it's pretty unfair. The two of you staying together, you may as well feed each other bleach water. That's how toxic and dangerous it is. And this is a result of marrying too soon. Hey, sometimes it works. Usually it doesn't. Give each other time to get to know one another so you will know what you're getting into. They both said that they married, I want to say, I know it was less than a year, whether it was 6 months or 3 months. It was entirely soon. And this is one of the results of that.